This is the scorecard we are going to create in Microsoft Excel. The scorecard reports two KPIs, or key performance indicators, the sales revenue and profit ratio. These metrics help us understand how our business is performing. This is the report for the month of May. We will design the scorecard so that it is relatively easy to update at the end of every month. Let's begin. Here in Excel, I have the file that I will use to create the scorecard. I have the data on one worksheet, and then I will put the scorecard on a separate worksheet. On the Data tab, we have the sales revenue, which goes on the scorecard, and then the profit that we will use to calculate the profit ratio, because we want the profit ratio on the scorecard. So the profit ratio will be by category and by month, and so I am just copying these column and row headers. And then the formula equals the profit divided by the sales. Copy this to all the rows, including the total, percent format with 1 decimal place. To make this scorecard easy to update at the end of every month, we will link a lot of these cells back to the Data tab. Starting in cell B6, type the equal sign, go to the Data tab, click on the first category, laptops, press Enter. Copy this formula to these rows. If one of the category labels changes, that change will be reflected here. We want to report May sales and compare them to the previous month, April. Again, type the equal sign, click on April, and press Enter. This is the date value with no formatting, so let's go back and click on April, Format Painter, and then click here. Copy and paste. And now equals the sales for the month of April for the laptops, and press Enter. Again, we need to change the format, and then I can copy this here. In the next column, we will display an up or down arrow telling us if sales are above or below last month. First, calculate that difference, equals the May sales minus the April sales. So I will select these cells, and then from the home ribbon, go to Conditional Formatting, the drop-down arrow, and I'm going to create a new rule. I want to format all the cells based on their values, and the format style, I want to use the icon sets. Choose your preferred design, and then where it says type, change each of these to a number. So make sure they are number and not percent. The green up arrow should appear when the value is greater than 0. The yellow bar when the value is less than or equal to 0 and greater than or equal to 0. This will only happen when the value equals 0 exactly. And then by default, the down arrow when the value is less than 0. So let's click OK and see what this looks like. It is working correctly, and I want to hide the values and show only the up and down arrows. So selecting the cells again, go back to the Conditional Formatting drop-down arrow. This time, instead of New Rule, we are going to go to Manage Rules and change the rule that we just set up. Here is our rule. Select it, click Edit Rule, and click this box that says Show Icon Only. And now I want to show a trend for our sales. So select the cells and go to Insert, not a chart, but a sparkline. And now I'm going to click on the line Sparkline. Click in the data range and then go to our Data tab. We want the sales for the last 6 months for each category and the total. Click in the location cell, this brings us back to where the Sparklines will be located, and we can make sure the range is correct, all 5 categories, and the total. Click OK. We now have a small line chart showing the trend for the last 6 months for each category and the total. When you select these cells, there will be a Sparkline ribbon, and I can change the line color. To add markers to the line, select a marker color. We now have the section for the sales revenue completed, and let's now work on the profit ratio. So I will skip one column and this will again be April and May. So click the equal sign, go to the data tab, find profit ratio, and click on April, press enter. I am just going to click in this cell and click on the format painter and then click here. So we have April and May. Now I want to see the profit ratio for each of these 2 months. So press the equal sign, go to the data tab, click in the April laptop profit ratio value and press enter. Now we can copy this conditional formatting here. And while these are selected, if we look at conditional formatting, manage rules, it is showing us the rule for the current selection. If we edit the rule, we see that we have all the same settings. And if I unclick show icon only, and then format this as a percentage, then we can see the difference is being calculated between this month and that month. If you look in the formula bar, you'll see that that's what the formula is. And that's the formula that we copied from this cell. There's a formula there comparing the difference. This is working correctly, so we will go back to conditional formatting and check the box show icon only. In this last column, we want to see if each category was profitable, yes or no, for the last 6 months. Select the cells, go back to Insert, Sparklines, Win-Loss. For the data range, we want the profit ratio. Click in the location range to bring us back to this worksheet, and then click OK. On the Sparkline ribbon, let's show the axis. In a win-loss sparkline, each bar is the same height. The placement of the bars above or below the line tells us if the month was profitable, yes or no. For example, for this category, there are 2 bars below the line for the 2 months with a negative profit ratio. Let's try changing the colors. The sparkline color is for the bars above the line, and the marker color, negative points, for the bars below the line. This is the last 6 months. This is also the last 6 months. Profitable, yes or no. This column is too wide for the bars, so I will insert a new column here to make room for the label. The win-loss bars look good. I am just going to hide the axis line. Now let's complete the design. Add horizontal borders. Make it clear which columns belong to sales revenue. These columns are about the profit ratio. On the View ribbon, uncheck Grid Lines. Adjust the alignment. We need a title. I will link the subtitle to this cell so it will automatically update when we add a new month. And just when it seems like this design will never be finished, there is always one more adjustment. Okay, we have our scorecard with data for 2 key performance indicators, also called KPIs, for the month of May. It will be a useful tool for understanding how our business is doing. The scorecard will need to be updated at the end of every month. For the last part of this video, let's update it for June so you can see how that would work. When we created the scorecard, we linked all these cells back to the data worksheet, so we will not make any changes here. We will update only the data tab. I saved this workbook for May, then go to File, Save As, save a copy of this workbook with a new file name. Here is the original 6 months of sales imported from a database. We now have June sales. Let's select these 6 months, January through June. Copy this data, and in the June file we just created, which still contains the May data, click in this cell, paste special values. The totals are formulas, they recalculate automatically. The scorecard automatically displays the updated sales data because it links back to the data tab. Let's find the data source with profits. This is our original data. We now have June profits. Select January through June. Copy. Back to the data worksheet, in the profit section, paste special values. The next section, profit ratio, updates automatically because you will remember it contains formulas based on profit divided by sales, but I do need to paste in new column headers. All the data on the scorecard is now completely updated for June. At the end of each month, I need to update these cells on the data worksheet. I am highlighting them and then adding a note at the top to help me remember that. Using this method, we have one file for June and we still have the original file for May. In the description for this video, I put a link to download this workbook if you are interested. I hope this was helpful in learning how to use Excel to create a KPI scorecard.